Can you hear me okay, George? Now, let's have it, Steve. What about this monster story of yours? Well, it's big and terrible. More frightening than I ever thought possible.
You realize your story's front page all over the country. We want to know what's being done about this monster.
Well, here's your headline.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a live edition of Wrestling POV Podcast. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the Iceman, JoJo.
Welcome, everybody out there in the wrestling world.
Joey 2 times, and of course, finally joining us, the third wheel, Rick Serrano III.
Hey, people!
And of course, we could never forget, he tried so hard on the pre-show, our very own intern, Miguel Cole.
Hello, how's everybody doing? I'm gonna be answering some questions. If you comment, Us be here for you.
Nice, awesome. All right, so we got a lot to talk about today. It's going to be a long show, so you guys just keep us posted on things. If you want to answer questions or ask questions, you can, and we'll talk about it live on the air. But first, we're going to go straight to the wrestling news with Rick. Take it away.
Oh my goodness, people! First of all, it is great to be together.
Finally.
And we are live in New York City.
Awesome.
All right, so let's get into the news. We have birthdays this week. You know what? Our very own Joanne Randles had a birthday this week. She's the director and the producer of Adrian, the film Adrian, about Adrian Street. So happy birthday to you. Shout out.
Happy birthday, Joanne.
And then we have the WWE Hall of Famer, Papa Shango, turns 55 years old. I'm not calling him the Godfather.
I was going to say, you're not going to call him the Godfather?
Nah, he's the Hall of Famer, Papa Shango. Jimmy Snuka, if he can remember, turned 73.
Oh, man. Oh, that's cold.
You know what? The guy did a lot of bad things, and he tried to play that he can't remember things. But you know what? The court ruled against it. He is he is competent to stay in court. So
I thought it was the other way around.
No, I thought it was the other way around.
His defense attorneys were saying that he isn't, and they were fighting against it, though.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Jimmy Snuka, if you can remember, happy 73rd birthday. Damn! It's Ron Simmons turns 58 years old. 58?
Dang.
Wow.
It's time! It's time! It's Vader's 61st birthday.
Happy birthday, Vader.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Woo, woo, woo.
Oh,
you know it. Let's get a woo.
No,
woo,
don't.
Woo,
Don't.
Woo.
Don't. Woo.
Zack Ryder turns 31 years old. Happy birthday, Zack Ryder.
No.
I have to get a lot of energy for this last one.
Oh, boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Wrestling POV Podcast proudly brings to you the WWE Tag Team Champion of the World, the Road Dogg Jesse James, turns 47 years old, the New Age Outlaw. And if you're not down with that, we got 2 words for ya. Happy birthday. All right, let's dive into some news. All right, so we have Goldust is now sober for 8 years now.
Really?
8 years clean. In a recent tweet, he said, 8 years ago, I decided I needed help. Drugs and alcohol consumed me and everything I did on a daily basis. 8 years ago, I said no more, clean. So congratulations, Goldust. It's a huge accomplishment.
That is.
And what he's doing in the ring is he's fighting like he's 30 years old again.
Yeah.
Like, so.
Yeah, I give him credit.
Yeah, absolutely. Stephanie McMahon is writing a book, a memoir of growing up in the WWE. This could be interesting to see where her point is.
Would you read it?
No.
No, okay.
but you know, Jericho already pointed out how she grew up.
Oh, I remember that. You gonna go over that whole thing?
I don't have all it memorized, but we all know she went from this to
that.
Yeah.
To a bottom feeding.
Yes. trash bag something.
Something else we don't know.
Yeah, it's a family-friendly show.
We try to keep it PG.
All right, speaking of the McMahons, we got Vince McMahon. He sold $30 million worth of WWE stock. The reason was due to purposes involving estate planning. So he's getting up there in age. So
You think he'll sell the whole company?
well, that's interesting you say that because Vince is now left with 37 million shares, which is about 49% of the company, and he currently has no more plans to sell any future shares, and he plans to keep his role as WWE's chairman and CEO for the foreseeable future.
Okay.
So no, he's not selling.
No,
he's like,
no.
this is mine.
Yeah, his greedy old self.
Knowing him, he's gonna look in the mirror and say, "You're fired."
He's gonna fire himself.
Sasha Banks is being held off TV on purpose for a long-term story.
I heard that.
Like,
I mean,
isn't
it's hurting him.
Yeah, it's damaging to her.
You know, everybody wants to see Sasha out there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Speaking of women wrestlers, Trish Stratus says she physically could get back in the ring at this time, but she would only go back if it was worth it and a challenge. She would love to work with, get this, Ronda Rousey.
What?
I heard that one too.
But she doesn't know if Ronda will be up for it.
Oh boy.
So she wants her arm broken.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
I don't think that's
exactly-
smart on her part for
That's
sure.
exactly what's gonna happen. What is she crazy? Unbelievable.
On July 13th, John Cena will be hosting the 2016 ESPY Awards.
Really?
Yeah. Listen, ESPN and WWE have this like relationship going on that's is building up bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what they're gonna do. John Cena's gonna get booed at the ESPY Awards.
He probably is. Cena sucks.
Speaking of 13, that is the total number of schoolboys that we've had since WrestleMania.
Really?
Yes, 13.
Is this up to date,
This is
including
up
Raw
to date.
and SmackDown?
Raw, SmackDown, pay-per-views. That's
No,
the
I'm talking about like since yesterday too.
Since
Oh,
yesterday.
Wait. Thursday.
So,
Today
yep.
is Saturday. Okay.
Yep.
No.
So 13 is the total number,
Unreal.
and that's all I have for the news.
All right, on the rumors, being that you was talking about Sasha Banks, she hasn't been seen since WrestleMania. She's been off, like you had mentioned. They want to put her in a longer storyline. She hasn't even. The last match she had was April 18th, where she was involved in a 8 women's tag match.
Yep.
But she's still doing a full-time schedule though. She's working you know, house shows and stuff like that, and you know, she's doing autograph signings and all this other stuff. Now, this is what the rumor is that she's being kept off on purpose so that way she can have they're gonna do a really long storyline with her and Charlotte.
Okay.
That's what they said, and then they nixed that idea, so they don't even know with who or when. It's still all up in the air. So now another WWE star is going to receive a major push. Can you take a guess on who it is?
Seth Rollins?
No. No clue. Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens is going to get a really big push. I guess Vince is finally jumping on the bandwagon with Kevin Owens. So because before he didn't like him.
Yeah.
You know, so
It's about time. He deserves it.
Well, it's being said. This is just a rumor. Is that he will get a main event push after his rivalry with Sami Zayn. So, despite with the pay-per-view tomorrow, that might indicate that Sami or Kevin Owens is not going to win. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah,
especially if they're saying they're going to keep going with the feud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I really don't know. So we'll see. The other rumor is that he will. They're going to make him win the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. He's going to be the winner and hold the briefcase.
Oh, he'll be annoying with that.
God, yeah, but you know what? He can do it. He can pull it off, man. Absolutely, shoot. But you know, they want to do that so that way it gives him more credibility as a wrestler, as a heel, or whatever. So now, this was a weird rumor that I found out that the WWE is trying to find a woman to tag with Kalisto.
I heard that.
You heard that too?
I heard that.
You
Yeah.
know that?
No.
Oh my lord! And this due to the feud that he's having with Rusev, And who's with Rusev? Lana. So, you know, they want to do it to where they can do a mixed tag match. And, you know, I kind of like the idea and I kind of don't like the idea because you know they're going to do it all the time.
Yeah.
It's going to happen every Monday on Raw, or it's going to happen on SmackDown. Then they're going to put it in the pay-per-view. Oh, for the first time ever. No, it's not. No, it's not. Cut it out. Stop. You know? So, but that was it. I mean, I don't know, but who would
be, yeah.
I'm probably thinking like Eva Marie.
Anybody. Oh, you just said a curse word, Joe. That's a curse word on this podcast.
Anybody but Summer Rae. Anybody
I don't think they will put him with Summer Rae.
She had a thing
I
going
got
on,
it.
Remember?
I got it.
Yeah. Who?
Bailey.
Bailey? Yeah, she needs to be brought up now, I think. Too.
Bailey.
That would all right, yeah.
Because they're kind of both small, right?
Yep.
Bailey?
Yeah.
I don't think
Bailey's
so.
not that big.
And Bailey likes a little thing, the air.
The
And it looks like Kalisto.
That's true. That is true. So I don't know. We'll keep on guessing, I guess. So now, finally, last week, the rumor that I mentioned about Paige and Alberto Del Rio dating. Now, apparently, Vince is interested in bringing a little drama behind the relationship to TV.
Oh God.
Yes. Apparently, now it's going to be with Charlotte, and you know why?
Why?
Because apparently Del Rio dated Charlotte.
What? This guy is a pimp. this guy is going around the women's division like, what is he doing? They're like half his age. What's going on?
I don't know, man.
It's that Latino blood, man.
But of course, the thing that's funny is that they're saying that it was described as a fling.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means. I mean, it's just
He was flinging around here, flinging around there.
So, I mean, I don't know. So, that might play a factor in it. If Vince decides to go with that route on TV, it would mean that Paige, can get another title shot, another title push. So, we'll see. Paige and Del Rio has been dating, though, shortly before WrestleMania. So, that's how far back that relationship goes. Yeah. And as of today, okay, another rumor was stated that the relationship is a put-on for Total Divas. And I mentioned that on my rumor update too. But nothing is confirming that to be true at all. But it's just a rumor. So once I find out more, I'll definitely kick it back and do another update report on that. Being that that's the thing now, between them two. So all right, we're gonna go straight to the injury report. Take it away, JoJo.
Okay. All right. Well, the biggest news on the injury report, we got Emma. Just when I was starting to jump on the Emma bandwagon, she supposedly suffered a back injury at a live event.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And she actually ruptured her disc. And according to Chris Robinson, the physician at WWE, said she was in a lot of pain and she was going to need surgery. I guess she had surgery because Emma tweeted on Wednesday that her surgery went well and that she thanked all the fans for their support.
Oh, nice.
So, we wish the best for Emma there.
Yeah, it's tough, man, because she was just about to get a good push. And
And I liked her as a heel, man.
She's way better as a heel.
Yeah.
Instead of that music,
That music is what does it for you.
I still like that music.
I don't. It's gotta go.
I still like that music.
I thought the song, I think it's pretty good.
It makes me happy.
It makes you happy.
It makes me happy,
dance.
and then it makes me angry.
What?
Exactly. So it starts off all bubbly, and you're just like, yeah, Emma. And then you're just like, yeah, Emma.
Well, then we got Luke Harper. He actually was on an interview with Quality TV, and Luke said he suffered injury to his patella and not his ACL. Yeah.
What's that?
I have no clue.
Hey, Mimi, what's that? Patella?
The knee.
The knee?
Yeah, the kneecap.
Kneecap. Oh.
Okay, so they were reported that he suffered injury to his ACL, but that was just a big rumor. So he was also quoted as saying that he hopes to be back in August, but probably September, October, you'll see Luke Harper.
SummerSlam?
Yeah.
Yeah,
hopefully.
and he said something about that he felt like he got shot. So apparently Luke Harper has been shot before because he knows what it is to get shot.
Yeah.
But he said because he was just standing in the middle of the ring and it just popped and he's looking around to see if anybody hit him. And he
see if anybody went like this.
Exactly, I guess so.
Got you, man.
Got him.
Got him.
Yeah. Then we had a Raw Fallout on last Monday Night Raw. Big Kaz was interviewed, and he was asked about the condition of Enzo, and he said, he's recovering well, and we hope to see him back soon.
Really?
And we're still waiting on Bray Wyatt, John Cena, and Randy Orton, and Seth Rollins all come back. So
right.
The rumor is, 30 days on them. They were supposed to be coming back. So
bummer.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And that's it for the injury report.
Alrighty, so if anybody out there, now that we are live, put your questions up and we'll answer them on the show right now. Right now, on live. Whatever this is called, live Facebook thingy or whatever that's called.
Facebook Live.
So you can check us out on Facebook. We're also on Twitter at Wrestling POV. And we're on Instagram at WrestlingPOV1. And, of course, we are on iTunes. I have been putting up the link so that way you guys don't go into the dirty section of POV. So I have been putting up the link for everybody. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to go over Raw. We'll be right back.
All right.
Cavalry Contracting is locally owned family business that takes pride in working on a higher standard, specializing in kitchen and bathroom remodeling. Check us out before you plan your next home or office project. For more information about our services, log on to calvaryservice.com. You can also like us on Facebook at Calvary Contracting. Give us a call at 518-669-6583. That's 518-669-6583. How can we serve you?
Wait, what the? Wait, Tony, is this?
What? That looks like Rey Mysterio.
You see who? Is that Rey Mysterio?
No.
Rey Mysterio?
Oh, come on.
Rey Mysterio?
Really? Are you Rey Mysterio?
Oh, yes, Mr. Tony, I am Rey Mysterio.
Wait, what?
He calls you Mr. Tony, though.
Mr. Tony.
This is
How does
clearly.
he know you?
I have no idea.
Oh, Mr. Tony,
we do have the same last names. You know that, right?
Mr. Tony, I used to watch you wrestle, and it was very exciting, and it inspired me to be a wrestler.
You sound like our intern, Miguel.
I don't know of him. Who is that?
It's you.
He said he was going to try to sneak on the show somehow.
Apparently, that's how he's going to do it.
He's not going to
I told you I was going to be on the show. I told you I was going to be on the show.
Okay, calm down.
Get out of here, Miguel.
The camera. Go back on the camera, Miguel.
Crazy. Yeah, go back, please. Do the camera. Jeez. All right, so straight on to Raw. Right in the beginning segment, we have AJ Styles comes out. He's talking about this week's pay-per-view. Of course, he gets interrupted by Roman Reigns.
Thank God.
Why? What was so bad about it?
What was so bad about it? He was talking about, Roman Reigns doesn't believe me.
And
then,
is that your impression of AJ Styles?
Yes, because I'm not a liar. And you want to see this? Check it out on Twitter right now. Everybody calling me a liar. Thank God, Roman Reigns. And I don't really like Roman Reigns that much, but thank God he interrupted, because these two promos between these two guys it's bad. The in-ring work is phenomenal, pun intended. But oh my God, bad.
He's never been that great as far as doing promo work. Yeah. So I mean, I'll give you that. So now, did you hear when them two were standing in the middle of the ring? Did you hear what the crowd was chanting?
What was it?
They go, "We want Rollins."
We want Rollins. Yeah, I wrote that down.
We want Rollins.
And then, of course, this. Yeah. And the thing is, like with Roman, this looked like this came straight from his heart.
Yes.
When he says, "You ain't getting Rollins. You got AJ and Roman Reigns for the title right here." So you could tell he was a little bit upset with that.
Something just happened.
And he's gonna go check real quick. And the crowd went quiet after that. So
Rollins.
With the whole Rollins things, I just thought it was funny. And then when Roman said what he said, the crowd went quiet after that.
Yeah.
They went quiet. They were just like, nope, sorry, my bad. But to me, it was funny. Gallows and Anderson's music hit, but in the ring, AJ got hit by Roman.
Yes.
AJ's outside the ring with Gallows and Anderson. there's some good heat. Seems like Roman and the Usos are to me, it seems like they're more of a heel than the Gallows and Anderson is.
With the Usos?
Yeah, oh yeah, the Usos definitely.
Yeah, the Usos and Roman.
Yeah, they're definitely coming off way more heelish.
So I don't know.
They're even getting some little boos when they come out too.
Yeah, and if you notice, they haven't been doing their little war dance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They haven't. They just come straight out to the music. So to me, that's just a little bit weird. So all right, now so it was a match with Sami Zayn versus Cesaro. To me, it was good in the beginning. The scuffle between The Miz and Kevin Owens. I mean, I don't know. I'm really, I'm looking forward to this match. But to me, it's too much of the scuffles going on. You know what I'm saying? So Shane comes out and states that they're going to be a tag match. It's going to be Kevin Owens and The Miz versus Sami Zayn and Cesaro. Now, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, didn't they just do this last week?
I was so angry.
So
I was sitting there. I was like, no, we just saw this. Don't do it
That's
again.
exactly what I just said. I'm like, are you serious right now? So, of course, thank God, and I don't even know why I'm saying this, but Stephanie comes out and changes it up and made it Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, my bad, versus Cesaro and The Miz. And Shane comes out and says the match starts right now. Now, this match I dug. Because of the simple fact that you got Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens who hate each other, but then yet they had to work cohesive as a unit. So to me, this was, Kevin Owens, honestly, he's like the perfect heel right now.
Yeah, but for me, I was just like, we've seen enough of these four guys. I'm done with these four guys.
I think after the pay-per-view, though, it'll be done.
It has to be.
So.
It's because
it's time to move on.
But the build-up is good.
Yeah, the build-up's good.
But you know what they should have done? They should have had instead of them fighting each other, have them team up against another tag team. Have those two, have Zayn and Owens fight somebody else.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, because it was just like. This is 4 weeks in a row where we have one match with these guys, all four involved. Come on.
Right. Yeah, you're right. I can see that, but I like the anticipation of it. I like the build up to it. Yeah. So that's good. To me, that's good. But I like this match though. It was a lot of back and forth. It was a good match.
The Miz taking the pin though.
Yeah.
He's the champ. Why is he getting pinned so much?
That is true. To me, I thought the one thing I thought was funny during the match was that there was a lot of slap tags.
Yeah,
Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
that had me dying. But you're right. Sammy pinned the Miz with a hell of a kick, and I don't get that part of it at all. I don't know if they're trying to make it to where he's, they're trying to make it to where somebody make it confusing to people. But you're right. As the champion, if you're gonna set this up, you shouldn't have your champion lose like that.
Exactly.
So yeah, that part I agree with. So Kevin Owens ended up attacking Sammy, and he tells the ref, "Hey, raise my hand. I won too," like a little kid. I'm like, "Are you serious right now?" So that was pretty funny. I really dug that, and this Sunday, tomorrow actually, later on in the show, we're gonna go over our predictions on who's gonna win. You're gonna hear from all three of us. So now the debut of the Shining Stars, Primo and Epico. At first I thought the guys that they were wrestling were two indie wrestlers, local wrestlers, but they weren't. They're new, what do you call them? New rookies to NXT.
Yeah, I heard something like that.
So yeah, but they got manhandled though. They ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
So to me, I don't know. I have no idea.
And their ring entrance music is more boring than Los Matadors. I was like, are you serious? Coming up with flowers and stuff?
It's because it's the pride of the Caribbean.
Right. I know. It's like, wow.
Listen, man.
It's the pride of the Caribbean.
We need some Puerto Ricans in wrestling.
I know that, but
that's what we needed.
Spice it up a little.
It's a little spicy with the flower.
They did with the flowers. That was a little spice right there.
We make you smell the flower and then we punch you in the face. But but seriously, those shirts they were wearing, man, come on, man.
Really?
They're not 50-year-old Puerto Rican dudes, man.
They come out with chancletas and stuff.
Jesus.
They should have came out with a Domino's table. And hold on, let's just set these up, man. We're going to play Domino's.
But Epico, how big does Epico look, man? He is huge.
He is big.
He's so much bigger.
Yeah.
Hitting those weights, no more bullfighting.
No.
Eating those pateles and rice and beans.
But I mean, obviously, it looks like they're the heel team now.
Yeah.
Do we really need another heel team? I mean, how many babyface tag teams we got right now? We don't got much.
No, we don't.
You know what I'm saying? So I think they should have came out a face team. I think.
But I don't think they do well as a face. I think we've seen them so many times as faces, and the one time that they really did well was when they were Primo and Epico and they were heels.
Right.
With Rosa Mendez, I think that was their best run right now.
Yeah.
But what about their finisher? They're the Shining Stars, and they do.
Their finisher is the Shining Star.
But you see, how come the club can't fight jobbers?
That's what I was saying before. I mentioned that last week about how they should, these guys really need to start, wrestling people like that, jobbers and stuff, so that way it can show how dominant they are and stuff,
exactly.
But it just wasn't happening, man. I don't know, but I mean, did you guys notice how JBL is trying really hard to make them a heel team?
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I just thought that was funny. So they ended up winning, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
So we'll see.
Surprise,
of course.
surprise.
Yeah, I know, right? So we'll see where they take it from there. Who knows? So, all right. So now Dean Ambrose, he comes out wanting Jericho to come
take
out.
a nap right now.
But this is quick though. So he comes out, he says he wants his money, blah, 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 apologize to me, and this and that. Challenge Jericho to a match at Extreme Rules. It's a cage match, actually a silent match they're calling it, with a lot of toys, they call it. It's just ridiculous.
Mop.
It was. What's he going to do with that?
A mop.
And you can't forget Mitch up there.
Yeah.
Mitch was up there?
He's hanging from the thing, yeah.
He came back alive.
Mitch 2.0.
Mitch, is that what they call it?
That's what I'm calling it.
Oh my Lord, jeez! But again, that segment was just so long.
But what about with the music? Bang, bang, bang.
That was weird.
Bang, bang.
That was a little weird.
And I'm Dean Ambrose, and I'm running the asylum. Like, all right.
You sound like Vince.
Well, yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
If he would have sounded like Vince, it would have been good. If he would have been like, I'm Dean Ambrose. But no, I'm Dean Ambrose. I'm going to run the asylum with you. You've never been in an asylum. Neither have you.
None of them have.
Because you wouldn't have this job if you were crazy. They wouldn't put you out there.
That is true.
Well, they did have Eugene out there. And he was...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You remember Eugene, right?
Oh, yeah.
So again, it was just too long.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, do we really want to see this?
I actually do, though. Despite everything I said, take that all back.
Really?
Despite everything I said, this match I'm actually intrigued.
Oh.
It's a black cage, Tony. A black cage. We've never seen it.
That's true. I've never seen a black cage. I noticed that it was a black cage.
So it's something. I mean,
it's different.
I mean,
it is different.
They're gonna pull something out, I guess. But yeah, I'm actually intrigued by it. It's something different instead of a regular match between Ambrose and Jericho.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, but I seriously hope after that they just end it. That's
has
it.
to be.
No more, please. Are you looking forward to this match?
Like Rick said, I like it because it's different. It's not like your regular.
How is it different? It's a cage match.
Well, you got the stuff hanging. So
They got a mop.
A mop.
They got a plant.
What you gonna
Serious?
do? You know,
They got a lot they could do with it.
Wait, hold on, we made a mess. Let me mop that up.
fire extinguisher. You know, you do. It's up there.
Oh my God, there's a fire.
There's a fire.
That's too much. All right, so anyways, now we're going to go straight to the women's. It's Dana Brooke versus Becky Lynch. Let me tell you something. I really like Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
I like
her.
she's jacked.
Yeah, she's huge.
She is jacked.
And I love her entrance, the way she comes in flipping.
Yeah, I do like that. And then again, like what JoJo said about the what?
Marissa's back.
What's the question? So,
She says, who's everyone's favorite diva?
Right now, my favorite diva is a woman, not diva. Diva's done. It's
women.
Right now, it's Dana Brooke. I mean, actually, no. I'm gonna change it. I like Charlotte. She's the top one. Okay, but as of right now, it's looking like Dana Brooke. She's taking over.
All right.
She's
All right.
What?
Let's not
She
get
looks
catch.
bad.
I'm gonna what?
She does look bad.
Yeah,
She does.
she is.
I'm jumping on that bandwagon too.
All right,
I did.
Arissa, you're gonna listen to the most logical one here, okay? The best women's wrestler out there is Paige, hands down. Arissa, Paige is Paige is the best wrestler they have right now out of all of them, and she's sacrificing herself. She's sacrificing herself to put these other women over. It is her house. She runs this company.
No.
You got it.
But she's still young. She'll get some more pushes.
Charlotte runs this.
Yeah, Charlotte is the top dog.
She runs this bitch.
Yeah. And she's a pretty good wrestler.
Lynch.
Oh man,
Becky Lynch
figure
is
that.
good.
Stay behind the camera.
Becky Lynch.
Oh well, Miguel likes Becky Lynch.
I don't know. To me, right now, it's Charlotte. Then Dana Brooke's creeping up there.
The
Dana
most
Brooke.
green wrestler they have is Dana Brooke.
What?
All right.
How you figured?
Did you watch this match? Did
Yes,
you
I watched that match.
Did you like it?
Yes.
You liked it.
I hated her promo though. She needs to work on that.
Yeah, she does.
You know, she needs to work on that, and the fact of playing with the crowd. Okay, you're a heel. Act like a heel.
Yeah.
Do more with the crowd. You know, get that attention. You know, but she needs to work on that.
Yeah, but I thought
wrestling notes.
I thought it was a
got it on
sloppy
point.
match though.
What?
Maybe it's because of Becky Lynch, because Becky Lynch I've always said has been a little sloppy, and this match itself was sloppy, and the eye injury.
Come on, man. They gotta stop.
She
with that.
won because she got hit in the eye by Emma, and she went down because of the eye.
Yeah, the eye. Yeah, the
Her eye.
Yeah.
Her eye. No, it's just enough of that. It's just too much. But like what Joe had mentioned earlier about Emma's back injury, she's out indefinitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they don't know which. So now, did you hear what the crowd was chanting too? during
No,
the match?
did
That they wanted Sasha.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it was our hometown or something, wasn't it?
Well, you know what, Sasha, you're not gonna
know.
get Sasha right now.
So is that her? Was that
No,
her
was
hometown?
that was North
I don't think so.
Carolina? Wasn't that?
Oh, it was on SmackDown.
This was Charlotte, yeah.
Yeah, it was in Charlotte. That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. So, okay, as far as Dana Brooke goes, I think she needs a little bit. She could have stayed a little bit more in NXT to
Yeah,
work on
yeah.
that. Trying to establish herself as a heel more. But I think they rushed her up was because of the injuries that's been happening. You got Tamina out with an injury, and you got what's her name? Her cousin, the one that's dating Uso. What's her name?
Is it Nia Jax? Not Nia.
No, not Nia Jax.
Oh,
her name?
Naomi.
Naomi, and
Yeah.
she's out with an injury too. So they
Yep.
decided to bring her up to, hey, let's get some new stuff going. And then now Emma's injured, so who knows who they're going to bring up. So what was the question that we got again?
Oh, we got-
Arissa. She says, "What do you guys think of Albert Del Rio and Paige dating?"
Alberto Del Rio and Paige dating? I don't know. It's like I said when I said about in the rumors that they're saying that it might be a work towards Total Divas.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
So
I just think he's too old for her, and she needs to concentrate on wrestling. Paige, you need to build yourself back up, come back up the ladder, because right now they're pushing you down, and you want to be with somebody that got kicked out of the League of Nations. You don't want to be part of that. Come on, that's what I think about
But
that.
do you honestly think that they're really dating after everything I had said?
No,
You don't think they're dating?
no.
Even with the picture I showed of
You
them
could-
kissing? No!
That now me and Tony are dating. All right, me and him just kissed. We're dating now. All right, move.
I think they're dating.
This. All right, yeah.
I
I hope they're not.
it's an odd couple, though.
Yeah.
Joe, what do you think? Do you think they're dating?
I don't know. We'll have to wait till Total Divas comes out. See what the storyline is.
Because Total Divas is real. Reality TV, people.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, let's move on. Well,
All right. No, back to the women's match. Like the reason why I said about Dana Brooke going back to NXT is because she is a little, she does wrestle good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She does need more, I think, in-ring time, and I think she can get that at NXT because the one thing I noticed when she went to body slam Becky Lynch is that she didn't tuck her head.
Yep.
And you're always taught you got to protect the people that you're, body slamming. And, so she didn't tuck her head. And that cringed me, you know what I'm saying? And it always does. Because you have to tuck them over and stuff like that. And, it's the little things like that to protect the other wrestler. So I noticed about that in that match. And but it's like I said, they brought her up just because of the fact of Tamina and Naomi be getting injured. So Dana ended up winning. To me, where's this going? And where's Becky going? What is it? Because, we're going to talk about SmackDown a little bit, but it came, right into us still following up on SmackDown. So where is this going?
I think this is just, they're going to replace the whole thing with Emma now. They're just going to, Emma and Becky were going to do now, it's going to be Dana and Becky. Yeah.
Well, she's filling in for the time being.
Yeah, but she's, she needs a little bit more time in ring work. So, all right, so now we're going to go into the debut of the Golden Truth versus Breeze and Fandango. Honestly, all I got in my notes is that I got bored with this winner, Breeze and Fandango.
I got Breeze and Fandango.
Fandango.
Yeah. I can't even say it. I go, name sucks.
It does. I like the name you came up.
That's
Fawn. Don. Gorgeous.
Yep.
Come on, man.
That is good. I mean, the Golden Truth, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Man, I'm sorry. This whole thing, and it took a while for all this to come together. To have them
5 months of this.
Is it 5 months?
5 months.
That's what they said.
5 months from January.
Holy cow.
Just putting this together. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
5 months of this, and this is what they came up with?
And
That's it, yep.
And then they lose. And then
they lose.
And then they say, you know what, we're back togetger. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So now backstage, they're like, all right, you know what, let's give this one more try. And that's what they did. They're going to give it one more try.
They're going to give it one more try. And, oh, my Lord, I don't know. I'm not even into it. I really not. I'm not. It's like nothing else is going on with it. Nothing happening with it. I just don't even know anymore. So, anyway, now, New Day segment.
Yeah.
With that ghetto-ass time machine.
Yeah.
The New DeLorean.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's what they call it.
That's what they called it.
Oh, my Lord.
I thought that was pretty cool. I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. So
So am I, but I didn't even hear them say that. That's weird. So, all right, so now they do the ghetto time machine. It was a little funny, though.
We got Jamaican Kofi.
Yeah, that's right. We got the Jamaican Kofi back. Yeah. That was awesome. But then they got attacked by the Vaudevillains.
I thought that whole skit was great.
You really?
You know me, I'm not a fan of the Vaudevillains.
Yeah.
But when they came out and attacked those guys, I thought it was great. The way they attacked them out of nowhere. I didn't even see them. Where did they come from? Like, out of the box.
I don't know.
No, it was just, like, really good. And they literally beat the crap out of them.
It was their era.
Cool.
Yeah. But you know what? I thought it was pretty good, though. I thought, like I said, I'm a huge fan of the Vaudevillains, and I think that was a good spot for them to finally, like, just beat down and shut New Day up.
That's true. But now, have you noticed with Gotch seems a little
hesitant. Yeah.
To do stuff ever since that thing that happened with Enzo?
Yeah.
I saw that, too. I mean, the other guy, is Simon?
English.
Where the hell did I get Simon from?
Because he looks like a Simon.
He does. Chipmunks.
Yes.
Simon and Theodore. But he's still looking strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Gotch, you can tell he's nervous. He just seems like he doesn't want to do a certain move. It was a mistake. Just keep on going because you don't want to hurt the next guy.
Exactly.
So, all right. So now it's the Usos versus Gallows and Anderson.
The Club
against the Bloodline. I like that name.
That is a good name.
That's a good name.
That's
the
a good
Bloodline.
name. Yeah.
Y'all agree? No?
Yes, I agree.
I do. Yeah.
Do you guys agree that are listening to us live? Do you agree that the Bloodline is a good name?
I like the Bloodline as a name.
I think it's pretty good.
I like that better than I think they were going to go with the Family.
Yeah, that's better because they're not mobsters.
And they're not the Partridge either.
Look at that.
Hey, what was that when I needed it? All right, so they're not the Partridge. The Bloodline, I like that, and it fits them. But I think it would fit them more now so if they start to become a heel.
Yeah. Well, did you see the black paint?
Yes.
The Usos are wearing the black paint. They're scrubbing it.
Yeah.
I liked it. It looked really vicious in this match.
So, I mean, I liked it, though. I really liked it. There was a lot of excitement back and forth. I was just upset because the Usos won clean.
Yeah.
And they're really bringing Anderson and Gallows down. That's not...
Yeah. Come on.
You know, you brought these guys in from Japan. Mm-hmm. Let them have their day. You know, they're not letting them do anything right now.
No,
it's
hurting them too.
Really it is hurting them.
Yeah,
but and I said last week too on last week's podcast that even the guys in the back are getting upset because they're like, you guys ain't using these guys right.
Yeah,
But just remember, we're not about wins or losses anymore. And like the way this match ended and what happened afterwards just boosts them up even more. And what happened after the match, AJ, they all start fighting each other. They attack Reigns. AJ picks up a chair. Reigns punches him. Then AJ hits him with a chair, and it just gets out of control. And then what do we get? We get the Styles Clash on the chair.
That was hot.
That was amazing.
I was nervous.
Finally.
Yeah, finally. But I was nervous because I was like, oh, please hit that move, man. Because that's a dangerous move. And from what I was told, too, is that they didn't want him really doing that move.
Yeah, they don't.
So that's why they gave him, with the phenomenal forearm and stuff like that. But you know what? I'm really looking forward to this match.
Yes.
I really am. And now they added the new match with the Usos versus Anderson and Gallows, the club.
The Texas
Tornado.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to that. And I'm looking forward to the Roman Reigns and AJ match, too. So, all right. So now we got Big Cass. He comes out talking about the Dudleys. Now, I am a fan of Big Cass. Don't get me wrong. People, don't get me wrong. I am a big fan of Big Cass, but, dude, he's got to work on his promos. I'm getting a little tired of him talking like this. Hey, you over there. I'm going to make fun of you because I am a big guy, and that's how you do it.
See,
I was not done.
This is how
Excuse me.
Talk.
I am the... What's my name again? Big Cass.
Can't teach that.
He's getting worse and worse and worse. Man. He's getting slower and slower and slower.
Yes, he is.
I love his promos, man.
What?
When he came out and made fun of the Dudleys there, I was on the edge laughing.
That part was funny. But come on, he did that slow too. He went Hold on, I got two more does. And come on, Big Cass, brother.
Yeah,
you're 7 foot tall. You don't have to sound like one.
He's 7 foot tall. He needs to just stop talking and just be a 7 foot guy. You know what I'm saying? Bring it. They got to get him back. They got to get Enzo back. Bada bing, bada boom, the realest man in the room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You can't teach that. The match.
He fought Devon. To me, that was a really quick match.
It's so disrespectful. It's so disrespectful to the Dudleys.
And that's what I got on here. You know, I mean, not disrespectful, but is the Dudleys slipping?
Yes. They're putting people over. They're saying, all right, walk all over us.
They've pretty much done that since it came back.
Yeah.
The Dudleys.
They never got the 10-time champions.
No, you know what? I don't think they will. They gave it to the New Age Outlaws before they gave it to these guys. I don't know, man. I just think they gotta revamp the Dudleys, put them somewhere else, forget about doing this whole thing with Big Cass. Unless they're doing it only until Enzo comes back.
That's what I heard.
Oh, really?
Until he comes back, and then they give him a little...
Have a feud?
Yeah.
Nah. So sad.
Yeah,
so... All right, so now we got Kalisto versus Del Rio. To me, this is not a match that should have been.
No.
You know, does that make sense to you guys?
No, absolutely.
Yeah. Why? What was the purpose of that? I mean, to me, how I was looking into it is, if Del Rio lost, where would his credibility go?
Yeah, exactly.
Straight down.
He's already down, so...
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think he's still up there. He's still, but that's what I was afraid of.
Well, that's what happens when you date Paige.
Ooh. Oh, my goodness. So, during that match... So during that match, you see in the back, you see Rusev attack Sin Cara because Sin Cara was watching it from the back.
Yeah,
And
that was interesting.
That was.
Yeah, it was
that
good.
was. Now, do you think with that being done, I mean, this probably won't even happen until next week anyway, with the pay-per-view tomorrow. Now, do you think that they're going to have them two tag against Sin Cara and Kalisto?
No, I thought it was for the title, wasn't it?
No. I'm saying after the pay-per-view.
No, I think
on
it's
Raw?
over.
Huh?
You mean on Raw?
Yeah. Like to have them two as a tag?
I think it's over.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Kalisto's gonna go on a dry run, man. I think he's
Kalisto?
gonna take a break. Yeah.
Figured I'd ask. All right, so now with Rusev attacking Sin Cara in the back, he starts to drag Sin Cara into the ring. That was hysterical. I'm sorry. It's wrong, but it was funny. And then Del Rio was making Kalisto watch, as they were supposed to be wrestling. Del Rio ended up winning, though.
Yeah.
So that was a shocker there to me. But then again, it goes again. You had The Miz that lost, and then now you have Kalisto losing. Come on, man. If you're, I don't know. I was about to go off. I got to.
Did you see when Rusev had him in the accolade?
That accolade, oh my God.
I thought he was going to break him in
What
half.
was that?
I was like,
That was insane.
Man, I never seen
Look
him
at that. I
before.
went right down to it. Accolade damn near broke his back.
Yeah.
That's that flexibility, man. That's that yoga he's doing.
DDP yoga.
Hey, they're not sponsoring us yet.
Oh, okay, my bad. We ain't gonna talk about it. It's the D yoga.
Exactly.
No,
Hey,
wait.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Wait a minute. No.
This is a family-friendly show, Tony. The D yoga.
I'll take the D back out.
Wait, what? Stop. Don't take the D out. Keep it in. What are you doing, Tony? Oh, man.
Is my face right?
Do you want to call it the double D? See,
No,
what are
you
you
can't
doing
even
here?
do that.
What's wrong with you, man?
You can't even see DP.
You can't say that either. Oh my God, the DP. Are you kidding me? We're gonna just call it yoga. Come on, Tony.
Yoga, man.
Yoga.
At the diamond, bang. No, you can't do
You
that.
can't do that either. Family friendly. We just went so
Jeez.
rated R, man.
Wow, sorry.
Oh my God.
That was not good. Not good. at all.
Jesus Christmas.
Sorry.
Man.
My bad.
So that accolade he put on him nearly
Damn near broke his
wall.
back. Had nothing to do with the other stuff.
No.
No DP.
No
D.
D. No double D. Moving on.
Moving on.
What the main
The
event
last
of Raw?
segment. What?
What were they thinking?
And I was talking to Mimi about it. Mimi Goody, what's up? That, I'm like, nothing against it. I don't want to seem like, oh, you don't want the women's taking over in the main event. No, I want to. I want to see it. But how they did this was not to my liking. I'm sorry.
Natalia, man, that was brutal. The whole thing was brutal. I was just like, why? Why are you doing this? Please stop. Somebody.
It was supposed to be a contract signing. Again, in my notes I wrote, should this really have been last? No. No.
Usually that's a mid-show thing.
Yeah, between the middle of the show. Yeah, I agree with that. But, to me, honestly, it's my opinion, obviously, but I think Charlotte made this segment worth seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's really, coming, she's really being good as a heel and doing that segment. I think she did justice to it, and that was the only reason why I even kept on watching it.
Flair got a good pop too because it was in the chart.
Yeah, of course, yeah. But then again, to me, I think Charlotte really needs to hold on to that title as a heel. She really does. I mean, the best part of the segment though is when Steph smacked the crap out of Rick.
Yeah.
Did you see how he felt?
Steph's right.
Yeah.
That was hysterical. Now, I got a question for you guys.
Okay.
And the ladies too, if you care to answer right out loud, you can. You don't have to, but you can. It's out there. I'm going to throw it out there. Now, do you think that the women's division needs to have an IC title instead of just the World Heavyweight title?
Do they have enough women for that?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the exact thought I was just thinking.
I think they should have a tag team.
Ooh,
Well,
see?
that's my other
Tag
question.
BB Goody.
What about a tag titles?
Tag titles
I
I'll
can
take.
see a tag team, but not an
I think tag
IC.
team more so
No
than
IC?
Well,
A women's U.S. title?
women's U.S. I don't know.
Now,
Well, you know what? The U.S. title right now is like the women's title.
Right. Yeah.
oh man, you say Kalisto's a woman?
Oh boy.
He went there. He done went there, Wing. Oh Lord, have mercy. Now, here's the main question I got for everybody.
Okay.
How about a woman's Money in the Bank?
Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
be good.
Right?
That's a good thought right there.
Get on the bandwagon, WWE.
Let's go.
You know, seriously, I mean, I just think, I mean, either one of those, you know, I mean, they don't have to do all of it. They do have enough women for a tag title division.
Yeah.
They do.
They really do. They have enough to do a Money in the Bank. You know what I'm saying? And they also have enough for somebody, a woman, to be, you know,
Yeah, you're right.
IC.
You're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I really do.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You know, they want to do this woman's push, and I'm all in for it. I really am. And I'm telling you, one of my favorite matches, bar none, is between Sasha Banks and Bayley at the NXT show.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I want to see more of that. You know what I'm saying? But I think they need to put in more, like a women's Money in the Bank, or a tag title, or IC title, US title, light heavyweight, whatever.
Even Arissa agrees with us.
Yeah.
She said there's enough women out there now. They should do it.
Absolutely.
You know
so
what?
you agree with me?
Why don't we
All right,
have
Arissa.
Why don't we have Arissa and Mimi Goody team up and get the women's tag team?
There you
titles?
go.
How about
Tag
that?
team.
Stop. Come on, Arissa.
All right. So that's it for Raw. We're going to go right into SmackDown? No?
Yeah, we're gonna go into SmackDown.
What? No.
Are we ready for SmackDown?
Are we?
All right, let's get our notes ready for SmackDown.
We're not ready for SmackDown. Because it is time for Rick Serrano III's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Take it away.
Welcome back to Rick Serrano's Wrestling Joke of the Week. Brought to you by The Merchant of Menace, the 7th-book, self-written and self-edited by the exotic one, Adrian Street. Today's joke is, why does Mick Foley buy supermarket brand cola?
I have no idea.
He always goes for the cheap pop.
That's a good one.
That was a go.
Come on. Come on. I want to see some
pop.
comments.
Come on, send us your comments in if you think that was good.
That was pretty good.
That
Cheap.
was.
Well, if you have a wrestling joke, send it in to our Facebook page at Wrestling POV Podcast, at Twitter at Wrestling POV, and Instagram at Wrestling POV1 using the hashtag WPOV Jokes. Wrestling Joke of the Week is brought to you by The Merchant of Menace, the 7th book written by Adrian Street. The book includes The Iron Sheik, Cactus Jack, The Honky Tonk Man, Getting Married in Las Vegas, and more. Merchant of Menace is available for purchase on Amazon, Kindle, and Nook.
Sweet.
Yes.
Awesome.
Marissa thought that was good.
That's
What?
what I'm talking about.
Thought what was good?
Rick Serrano's joke of the week.
That was good. It
Thank
was
you.
hilarious. It was hysterical.
Thank you. Thank you.
Keep up the good work. You still be employed. All right, so we're gonna go straight into SmackDown.
All right.
All right. Now, of course, opening match: Cesaro versus Kevin Owens with The Miz and Sami Zayn on commentary. Now, come on. Before we get into more of this, did Mauro Ranallo really just say, "Ain't no party like an uppercut party because an uppercut party don't stop"?
Don't stop.
Did he really just say
Yes,
that?
he did.
It seemed like they were really promoting Cesaro in that whole match. Even the Miz.
It did.
Miz was like, oh, yeah, he's strong. And, you know, so
Yeah. Well, he
maybe
is
that's
strong.
a good thing.
He is
Oh,
strong.
yeah.
But the comment,
That comment itself.
hashtag gold.
Yes.
Sorry.
That was good.
Come on, that was hysterical.
Ain't no party like an uppercut party because an upper party don't stop.
That was hysterical.
That was too good.
Holy cow. To me, that was the best part of the match.
Yeah, because that and Jerry Lawler is so good as a heel.
He is. He
I'm
is.
loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I'm loving
I
it.
like him as a heel. I
Yeah.
really do. To me, back to the match, it was a good match. I mean, when you have Cesaro and Owens, I think that'll always be a good match. It'll never be different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It won't.
Yeah, no, because it's like the fourth time that these two have fought, or
Yeah.
third time, and it was a good match.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
But you know what? Something that happened in this match towards the end when Sami Zayn slid into the ring, right? He slides into the ring, and there's no DQ called.
Yeah.
Now just remember that.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring it up later on the show that he slid into the ring and there was no DQ called.
Right.
All right, so just hold on to that thought. But yeah, so the match.
Right.
Getting back to the match. So yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, to me, like I said, those guys will always have a good match. But now Kevin Owens hits Sami Zayn, then Cesaro pushes the Miz.
Yep.
Okay. Then Sami tries to get in the ring, and then Cesaro grabs Sami and was like, nope, and then gives him a shot.
Yep.
And then what happens after that, Rick? Because this is your favorite part.
Yep. Number 13 on the list. KO wins by Schoolboy. Schoolboy. Wait a second. That was not funny. I'm better than Rick Serrano the third.
Ooh, who said that?
Miguel.
What? Where is he? I didn't get that. That's so wrong.
Yeah, you better run, Miguel. Nonsense.
That was too.
I was gold.
Wow.
I worked hard on that one.
Hashtag jealous.
That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, so yeah, another school 13.
So, yeah, another schoolboy. Now I'm starting to agree with you guys. This has to be it. That's it. No more. After tomorrow, let it die out. Now let me ask you guys a question though before we get into the next part. The Miz, should he be part of this?
Part of what?
This 4-way thing. Like, who would have been a good replacement for The Miz? You know what I'm saying?
There's no one as awesome as The Miz. So
Oh,
no,
come on.
The Miz is awesome.
No.
Sami Zayn, the cab driver, he should be off for this damn match.
He
What?
does look like a cab driver.
I'm
Jesus.
talking about
Yeah,
that.
but you know what I'm saying though? I mean, to me, like I keep looking at this. I said, you know what? I like Cesaro in this. I like The Miz and not Miz. Sami Zayn. I screwed up.
No.
I messed up. I like Cesaro in this. I like Sami Zayn in this, and I like Kevin Owens. But to me, I just don't like The Miz in this.
He's the champ, Tony.
Give it to somebody else.
He is the five-time Intercontinental Champion.
Is he a
The
five?
Miz.
Five-time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You know what I said again? Five
I don't know.
times.
To me, I think somebody else would have been fit
He's awesome.
for that. Maybe Baron Corbin. I mean, even though he's not champion, but I don't know. To me, I think somebody else should have been involved. I'm not a big fan of The Miz, I guess. He's up there with Dolph Ziggler.
It's too soon, Tony. It's too soon.
All right, so now the next match, it was Dana Brooke versus Paige.
Hey, what do you know?
Now, to me, like I said, I do hope that they do a good push for Dana Brooke. She does need some work. She does need some work with her mic. Not really her mic skills, but I think more of trying to play a heel with the crowd.
Maybe if she was more like The Miz, like Pamela Ramos just commented.
Yeah.
The Miz, emojis with the hands up.
No.
Big Miz fan right there.
Yes, a misfit in the making. That's what they call us. That's what
Who
they
said
call us. That was
Pamela
Pamela
Ramos.
Ramos. And you know who Pamela Ramos is?
No.
My wife.
That's why. That's why.
Thank you, babe.
No, she's sitting there laughing at us. That's okay. All right, so yeah, she's. I mean, like I said, she's got to work the crowd a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But she ended up winning the match against Paige.
It was a 3-minute match in which Paige dominated for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. She hits a sloppy finisher and she gets the win.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I don't know. I like I said, I like Dana Brooke.
Are we saying
yeah.
the page is turning on Paige?
Yeah, it's turn the page.
Turn the page time.
Turn the page.
Oh,
What do you think of this match, Joe?
I'm jumping on the Dana Brooke bandwagon too.
Yeah.
'Cause I think she's gonna go. She's impressive. She's got the muscles.
Yeah.
She's got the look.
She's got the look.
She was like a gymnast or something too.
She was a bodybuilder.
Bodybuilder.
Yeah.
So she's gonna go places.
All right. So the next match was Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus. Oh boy.
Poor Sheamus.
Sheamus.
Poor Sheamus.
Ziggler's too.
Poor Sheamus.
I have on my notes, people. Boring match.
It was a boring match.
Thank
I'll
you.
give you that.
All right.
Super kick out of nowhere.
That super kick out of nowhere. That was awesome.
was good.
That was good.
I didn't expect that.
I was like, wait, what? But let me tell you this, and I probably get blasted for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Sheamus is better than Alberto Del Rio.
Whoa.
Stamp it.
No.
Yes.
No.
Brogue.
No.
Bro!
Yes, he is so much better than Alberto Del Rio.
I'm going to have to agree with you on that one. I do agree with you. You know, he's more exciting to watch.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
The great
Wrestling
white hope.
POV podcast starring just Tony now. You guys are out.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Come on, man, but no, I don't agree with that at all.
Sheamus is so much
No
better.
way.
Man. He's huge.
All right, so we'll hopefully later on down the road we'll see a Sheamus versus Del Rio match,
And Sheamus will win.
and I'll guarantee Del Rio will carry that match.
Okay,
Guarantee it.
we'll see.
So, all right, now back to Ziggler, your boy, overselling again. You know what? Honestly, despite with the whole T-shirt deal, I do wish that they turned him heel.
Yeah.
It's like turn him heel already.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Turn him heel. He ended up beating Sheamus,
Yes. Because Sheamus puts people over.
and
What happened
that is
again?
true. Alrighty, so that was the end of. Oh no. Dolph Ziggler ended up winning, and Baron Corbin's music pops, and he just comes out. That's a decent promo.
What?
Yeah, it was decent. You didn't like it? What's wrong with it?
No.
What's wrong with it?
Let me check my notes. I'm going to do what I do best. I'm going to hurt you. And no DQ means there's not a damn thing anyone can do about it to stop it.
Right.
Exactly. Boring.
No.
Keep the mic away from Baron Corbin, please.
No, that was a
Please.
decent promo.
Yeah.
Decent promo.
Decently
and then,
bad.
And then again, too, you know, I really wish that, and I hope that them guys squash it after this.
Oh, yeah, it has to
You know
stop.
what I'm saying?
Well,
It's
you
gotta
know,
stop.
Mauro Ranallo was saying this is it.
Yeah.
This is the last match, so.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So now, of course, we're back up to Jericho.
Yes.
This is.
Cutting the promo about the silent cage starts coming down. And then, of course, I knew this was going to happen. Dean disguised as a crew member trying to put the cage together. And then he reveals himself. And the only weapon that Dean grabbed was the kendo stick.
Yep.
And that was it.
I thought this was the best
could've-
part of the night.
What?
That was awesome.
That
was the best. With Jericho, I mean, he can really get under a crowd's skin, can't he?
Yeah, he can.
When he's like,
Yeah.
quiet, when he kept saying that.
Yeah, Jericho, that promo was good, but
Yeah.
to what happened afterwards, I was just like, all right, Ambrose, stop.
Yeah.
I
I'm done
thought
with
it was
that.
great.
I'm done with Ambrose.
I did not like it at all. They could have just saved all this for Sunday.
Yep.
You know, seriously, they just could have saved it and then leave it at that. So that's just how I look at it. So anyway, that was done and over with. We'll see what happens on Sunday. All right, so now we got the New Day and Big Cass versus the Vaudevillains and the Dudley Boys. To me, and Rick, you're gonna get on me about this, but to me,
Don't say it.
I'm gonna say it.
Don't do it.
But I think New Day is better as a heel team.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
Better as a heel
I'm
team.
glad
I
you
don't
said that.
like them. But the thing of it is, I hated them when they were a heel team. And I hate them now when they're
It's
babyface.
worse, right?
I like him as a babyface. I didn't like him as a heel, but they're so entertaining now.
They weren't then?
Nah.
do
No,
you
they were
figure?
annoying back then.
How do you figure?
Oh, just when they just came out and they're just now when they do the W.
No, I do.
Jagged. Yeah, even Debbie likes that.
I
My
fought for
fiance
that.
likes that.
I get up. You know what? We should all just do it. Ready?
W.
I'm not doing it. I am not doing it.
Tag Team
Stop it.
Champions.
Stop it right now. I'm not doing it.
Why? Cause New Day rocks. New
Miguel!
Day rocks. New
Help
Day
me.
rocks. You call him Miguel? Miguel. Oh, New Day rocks. New
Shut
Day
up.
rocks.
What are you shaking your head for, Debbie?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You got one fan.
I got one fan. They
Oh,
do.
yeah.
That's right. They do.
Well, you know
Bubblicious.
what? They're bootylicious.
Tony's favorite cereal is Bootio.
No, it ain't. We ain't gonna be talking about that again. No booty O's for me. Not for this guy. Maybe for my wife, but not for me.
Full.
Right? I can't say it.
Just get the chocolate syrup ready. All right. So now next. See that I know ways to shut my wife up. All right, this is PG. This is PG.
So the match.
So back to the match. Now, to me, it's like I said, I like him better as a heel team because at least they wrestled.
Yes.
When they're a babyface, they get their butts whooped. Yeah. They should do it as a boring.
There you go, because that's what this match.
Yeah, I mean, being baby faces to me doesn't work for that.
And what about your boy Big Cass? How sloppy was he?
He was very sloppy. I
had that in my notes. I said that looks sloppy.
Yeah,
yep.
he was very sloppy.
If you notice the way the match finished, Devon was the legal man, and Bubba was trying to get up to get out.
I saw that.
And Big Cass is the Empire Elbow, which is a corny name.
Yeah.
And he pins
They're trying
Bubba,
to keep it New York,
who was the illegal man, because the legal man was outside the ring, Devon.
Right.
So Big Cass, big
poopies.
Yeah, he was a little green in that match.
He was very sloppy, But at the end of it, it was the winner was New Day and Big Cass.
But you know who looked good? The manliest men in that ring.
Who?
The Vaude Villains.
Hell no, they did not.
They look so good.
No.
They're gonna.
I like the Dudley Boys were still, bitching at him like they're,
Yeah.
Come on!
But that's what I'm talking about. When they were doing
that was
that,
awesome.
it looked like Gotch was being like a little baby about it.
I like that though. That was cool.
No.
Do it! Get him!
Yeah. Yeah, so, all right, so then the last one, it was Gallows versus Reigns. I really dug this match.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. And I knew, to me, obviously you knew Roman was going to get pinned. And the only thing I was afraid of was that Gallows was going to get pinned. And the fact that, that would really damage the whole Gallows and Anderson
Now,
thing.
remember I told you to remember that Sami Zayn in the beginning of the show slid into the ring and there was no DQ, right?
Right.
Anderson slides into the ring and immediately, before he even touches Roman Reigns, they call it disqualification.
Yeah.
WWE.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn slid into the ring. There was no DQ. He even got hit, and there was no DQ. Anderson slid in the ring, and immediately they rang the bell.
Yeah.
And then Roman Reigns got hit with the Buddha Doom, which was I love that finish. That was pretty good.
Yeah, but now my only concern is is getting to the point now where I'm just getting a little bit confused as to who's a heel and who's a babyface.
This is
the way the whole thing is coming about. It's getting a little confusing. I'm hoping by tomorrow for the Extreme Rules pay-per-view that everything will get come out and but I'm just getting a little confused right now. I really am. And to me, I thought this match was good. I love how it ended. They kept on fighting. And I'm telling you, Ronaldo, man, he makes SmackDown better. He really does.
They like to call him Ronaldo, though.
Ronaldo. Is it Ronaldo or Ronaldo?
Ronaldo. Ronaldo's a soccer player.
I don't know soccer. But you know what I'm saying, though? I mean, it was good. It was really good. And I thought that... what happened?
Is that Eric Rowan behind us?
Who?
Eric Rowan?
Where?
Behind you.
What?
Oh, Jesus.
What
is he doing here?
That's not Eric Rowan, is it?
Yeah.
It's not Eric Rowan.
It looks like
I
him.
know who that is.
Nah, that's Eric.
Whoa, the lights just
Get the
went out.
lighters out.
Catching flies?
Shoot!
Oh, what? Oh, Miguel! Serious? Get out of here.
Get out of here, Miguel.
My goodness.
He's still trying
So
to
that's-
run the show.
He's trying really hard, isn't
He's
he?
persistent.
He is persistent, if anything, so...
Yeah.
My goodness. Jesus Christ. What the heck is wrong with him? All right, so that ends SmackDown. So he was trying to catch flies. All right, so now our we haven't did this segment in a while. Is our underrated, overrated segment. Those new to the show, what we do is we pick two people, each one of us, one from the past, one from the present. We don't go too far back, but we go back far enough. And then we base it on whoever we pick. We'll say, hey, if they're underrated or overrated, and then we either disagree or agree. Who wants to go first?
Well, I'll go first, seeing how this is Joe's first underrated overrated.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll just show him how
It
it's
is
done.
your first one, isn't it?
All right.
Cool.
So my first one is Rick, the model, Martel.
Underrated. Very underrated. He was such a really good wrestler, and they could have done... he was Intercontinental Champion, wasn't he?
I looked it up because I thought so too. He was not.
Really?
He was
Tag team.
he was a 3-time tag team
Dino
champ.
Bravo.
No, with Tito Santana and
Valentine?
I forgot the guy's name. He was a Canadian wrestler.
When he did,
The Mountie?
No, not the Mountie. But
forgot
yeah,
too.
so he was a 3-time tag team champion.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even remember. But either way, though, he's to me he's underrated. Like I said, they could have done a lot more with him. He was so talented.
Yeah.
And it's a damn shame. All right, you take it away, Joe. What do you
I think he was overrated.
Ooh.
Overrated.
Yeah. I never really cared for his character. You know, the model. It just didn't do it for me. You know. So every time he was on, I just, I kind of switched the channel a little bit or something. But
Really?
yeah, I never was a big Rick Martel fan.
Wow.
I but you know what though? Honestly, I like the old school Rick Martel.
Yeah.
Than Rick the Model.
Rick
that
the Model.
to me didn't work.
That's
for
how I
him.
remember.
Well,
Really? I liked him before when he was tag teaming with Tony Gurria.
As
Yeah.
that's the guy,
way back.
Tony Gurria. That's
Tony
the tag
Gurria.
team champion.
Oh, okay.
That's the other guy.
Is there any Rick Martel fans out there? Let us know.
I doubt it.
Well, Mimi Goody's one of them, and Rick Serrano the third is a huge Rick the Model fan because I used to be a model myself, so I know about the business. Rick Martel, underrated. Like I said,
Yes.
3-time tag team champ. He was the first one to last 52 minutes in the Royal Rumble in 1991, which was the longest at the time.
Oh wow, I didn't know
The
that.
model character was awesome. Great story segment with Jake the Snake, with blinding him with arrogance.
Yes. That's right. Yeah.
Listen, Rick, if you're listening out there, from Rick to Rick, get me a can of that bug spray arrogance. Because you're highly underrated. Moving on.
I agree with you.
I have Roman Reigns.
Really?
That's my
Wow.
fiance's favorite right there.
Roman Reigns.
That's my wife's favorite.
Oh,
Honestly, and they're probably gonna throw stuff at me too.
Debbie,
Well,
why ain't he your favorite?
I think he is underrated.
This is my last show.
I think he's underrated because they're not using him right. It just seems like they're using him incorrectly to me. He's not. He should. He's. Oh, man, Joe, go and then I'll think of the rest.
I'm gonna say underrated too because you're exactly right. I think he's already got that bad, attitude. Okay, so if they turn him heel, I think he'd be awesome as a heel.
Well, he was a heel with the Shield.
Yeah, and look how
he
awesome
barely did
was.
any talking.
He got cheered as a heel on the Shield.
Yeah. Because they liked him that way. They liked him better as a heel.
Yeah, because he was a
he didn't
badass.
talk, he didn't do anything.
He was like the muscle.
I think the reason why he's underrated is because they just, should he be in the title picture? Yes, he does. He should be in there.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves to be on there. The route that they're going with him, and
Yeah, they're not pushing it the right way.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset if he was gone for like 6 months to get
Yeah.
repackaged.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, Rick, what do you think?
Okay, Roman Reigns is overrated.
I kinda knew you was
And you
gonna
know
go there.
why? Because look what you guys just said. He was the muscle of the Shield. You know who else was the muscle? Big Daddy Cool Diesel. And we said he was overrated too. You know why?
You went back on the archives just to look?
Exactly. Because look what I wrote in my notes. Bodyguard is where he is best. Bodyguard. You're not the.
Reigns?
Yes, Reigns. Don't go on a rant with me, Tony.
Yeah.
Don't go on a rant with me.
No, because Reigns wasn't the bodyguard for the Shield.
He was.
No, he was the muscle. He was the big guy.
muscle, the big guy. Oh, what? Back up, Miguel. Back up.
So I'm peeking.
Listen, Roman Reigns is overrated. He doesn't have 5 moves. He has 6. He can't talk on the mic. He still has the same.
He's still garbage on the mic.
He still has the same ring gear as the Shield. Get something new, brother. And this whole family thing, now you're using the Usos to carry you.
Yeah.
Spread your wings and fly, Roman. Fly. Do something. Because you know what's going to happen when Seth Rollins comes back. Seth Rollins is going to be on the top of the mountain again.
Oh yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Especially if they push him as a babyface.
If they push him as a babyface. We'll see. So, all right.
That's what I got.
You got 2 good ones. All right, Joe, take it away.
I am going with the old guy, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Underrated.
Underrated.
He was very underrated because he was a mastermind at mind games.
Yes.
Okay, and if it wasn't for him, you wouldn't get people like Mankind. You wouldn't get people like The Undertaker, for that matter, either. You know, he was the and in the ring too, psychology-wise, the best. No one was better than him.
Yep.
And when he played a heel, he played it perfect. When he played a baby face, he still played it perfect, and he knew exactly how to tell a story in the ring.
Oh, yeah.
They never pushed him anywhere in the main event level. He was always like a mid-carder type person. I think he came close to a main event a few times, but that was it. In my opinion, underrated.
Absolutely underrated. I don't think he's ever held a title in any in the WWE at all. He was a mastermind, and my favorite part about him is that he whispered, and he whispered, so everyone could listen to what he has to say.
And you listened.
And you listened because of that. Yeah. So Jake the Snake, underrated.
Definitely. When he cut those promos, and you seen that look on his face, you know, you just knew he had that devious mind, and he was going to get under your skin. Mm-hmm. He was going to get under the skin of the opponent he was wrestling, and he just knew what to say. And, you know, it's a shame that he never got a chance to be a world heavyweight champion or even a tag team champion.
Yeah, he would.
You know, and you know.
But I don't. You know what? I don't think he was even interested in that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think he, like, if they say, hey, you want to win the IC title? No.
I think the closest he came to any title was the $1 million title. I think that was it.
Yeah.
He was fighting Ted DiBiase at the time. That was the closest he came to any title.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. It's a shame, but one of the best wrestlers out there, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Psychology-wise, too.
Who else you got, Joe?
I got, for a current wrestler, Heath Slater.
Heath Slater?
You know,
I
was going to pick him.
Man.
Really?
I was going to pick him. And you know what? He is underrated.
Wow.
Yeah.
Underrated. I can see him in a U.S. title picture. I can see him in an IC title picture. I can see him in a tag team title picture. Because he is the three-man band. He is the one-man band. He can do it all his own. He's
still
great on the
sticking
mic.
around.
He is great on the mic.
He is.
He is very good on the mic. I'm very good on the mic, baby! Yeah, he's a good wrestler, and I think...
Underrated?
Underrated, yeah.
I'm going with overrated, man. Every time, like, granted, he is good on the mic, but every time he is on the mic, he goes overboard with it. His wrestling skills definitely is up to par. He's really good. I could see it, but I just think he goes overboard with it. To me, he reminds me of a kind of a copycat of Dolph Ziggler. To be honest, so you know,
so he should be underrated then.
No,
let me ask you, because you said that you think he goes too far on the mic.
Yeah.
What do you think about Ric Flair again?
Like, Ric Flair does go overboard. I will not.
But do you think he's
what?
Do you think Ric Flair is overrated?
Yeah,
okay.
I would say so.
Okay, all right, just making sure.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Why, I said something different before?
No, because if you said he was underrated, then I would have been like, excuse me. Heath Slater and him are... Heath Slater's great on the mic.
Yeah, he is good on the mic, but I just think he's just too much. It's just too much. It's just way too much.
I think...
Trim it down a little bit, brother.
I think he's definitely underrated.
Really?
I can tell you why. I mean, when I got caught up this weekend watching the 2012 shows of Raw when they had the 1,000 episodes.
Yep.
And the build-up when they brought the legends back.
Yeah,
you know? Oh, my. He played that role perfectly with all the legends. Vader, Road Warrior, Sid Vicious. It's time. And then all of a sudden Vader come out. I mean, so his mic skills are there. You know, I think they're holding him back for being somebody he could definitely be in the future.
Right.
You know, he's definitely underrated in my book.
Nah, I'm sticking with overrated. I think he's overrated. My opinion only.
His POV.
My POV.
Even Arissa agrees with the one-man rock band.
Get out of here.
Way to go, Arissa.
No.
Yeah, baby.
Don't jump on that bandwagon.
The one-man band.
Absolutely not. All right. What else?
Who you got?
That's
you know.
Oh, that's all you got. All right. So now, all right. We're back. All right. What I got, my first pick back in the day, Greg the Hammer Valentine, JoJo.
Underrated. He was awesome. He was. I mean, I just like. You know, as power guy, I used to see him against Putski and all those other wrestlers. Yeah. You know, it was power on power, and you know, he didn't have the best mic skills, but I just thought he was a great wrestler.
I thought he was good on the mic. He was deep.
Yeah, sometimes he had his moments, but I thought his wrestling skills were great.
Now for
So wait,
me,
what'd you say? Underrated?
Underrated.
Greg the Hammer Valentine, underrated. I think he was one of the better Intercontinental Champions.
He was.
Master of the Figure 4, loved it.
Yeah.
Back later on though with the Honky Tonk Man, I wasn't really feeling that. With the black hair, right? That's so bad.
That was bad.
But definitely, he's definitely underrated. I think. Was it Piper? He had the match with the
dog collar match. Yes.
Collar. That's the like instant classic. Anytime you talk about Roddy Piper, you got
the ear.
He blew up his ear.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
I think he had one
remember
with
that
Junkyard Dog too.
Did he?
yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
And so Greg Hammer Valentine.
But like you said, I think
underrated.
his most famous match is with that dog collar match with Roddy Piper.
Yep.
And when Piper put that chain over his mouth,
my God,
and over his eyes, and he was going like this. I was like, oh man, that ain't right.
Yeah.
But no, I do agree. I think he was underrated because of the fact that he was. I think he never won the heavyweight title, right?
No, I don't think
just
so.
the Intercontinental.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even with him holding that title, he still did justice to it. But I think at times they put him in with the wrong people.
Yeah.
And again, the biggest mistake was with when he teamed up with the Honky Tonk Man, and they tried to make him into Roy Orbison. And I just think it was ridiculous. So, no, I definitely agree. Underrated. All right, so now my current one, Bo Dallas.
Yo, we're doing the Social Outcast show, and you know what? You better believe that he is underrated because Bo Dallas is definitely underrated. He was so good at NXT. He comes to WWE. He had the winning streak going, and they just
squashed him,
destroyed him. Man, Bo Dallas is so good, good. And you know what? And I'm not just saying this because his father's IRS and that his brother's Bray Wyatt. He's that good on his own.
You're right. I totally agree with you. He is definitely underrated. Joe?
Overrated.
What?
You better leave out of here.
Like you said, he was good at NXT.
Wow.
But, I just don't see it when he's up on the WWE level.
Well, they don't do nothing with him.
I know that.
You gotta train yourself out of here.
That was when it first happened. It was all right, but then it's just like, what is he now? Is he just he's just a jobber? Yeah. It's too bad, but
they lined him up with Social Outcast, and
they're trying to find a place for him, and it's just not working.
Yeah, no,
I think he needs to go out on his own and try to do something. Repackage him, yeah.
Yeah, I still, just like Rick, he's definitely underrated. He was so good in NXT and being the NXT champion. People hated him, and he knew how to get people to hate him. And when he was doing that in the main roster, just wasn't happening. It was just, people. I don't know if it caught on or, to me it was just, they missed out on Bo Dallas. So that's all I gotta say about it. So, all right, so that's it for underrated and overrated. Now we're gonna go straight into what the heck happened? What's going on? Why the lights turn off?
What's that? Whoa! No way! It's one of my favorite wrestlers. Stinger.
Sting doesn't talk, does he?
Not
Wait,
much.
does Sting talk? Sting doesn't talk?
Oh, I can't believe he's here.
Why are you here?
Guys, it's Miguel.
What? Are you serious? I was
come on!
Sting. Oh, come on.
I told you I wanted to be on the show. You guys don't let me be on the show. Please, can I be on the show? Please. Please.
Let us do the predictions, and then we'll bring you back.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Mr. Tony. Mr. Rick, he says that he's the best on the show. And I always tell him, Mr. Tony is the best.
Thank you. Actually, you know what? You can replace him for the rest of the show if you like.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. You know what, Mr. Rick?
Oh, my God.
They ain't gonna take my spot. Get out of here, Miguel.
My spot.
Kind of chucked him a little bit.
Whoa.
All right, so now we're going to go into the Extreme Rules pay-per-view for tomorrow. All right, we got the kickoff show. No disqualification. Baron Corbin versus Dolph Ziggler. Who you guys got?
I got Baron Corbin all the way.
Baron Corbin?
Yeah.
Rick?
I am going with Dolph Ziggler.
Wow. Again?
Yes,
Really?
you know why? Because it's his time now.
It's his time for what?
His time to climb the ladder.
What ladder?
Money in the Bank. Give it to him.
No, I guarantee you, Money in the Bank, he will be in it.
Oh, of course.
He will be in it.
He's got to lift somebody up to the top like always. No. Just like he's doing with Baron Corbin.
My pick is Baron Corbin. All the way.
That would be the smart pick. But you know what? Mauro Ranallo's going to be calling this match, and he's going to make Dolph Ziggler look like a star.
No.
No.
Now, wait, before we go to the next one, we got Arisa again?
Yeah.
A point of view on the King Harley Race. I think he's underrated to me. He was one of the best heavyweight champions out there, and he never got acknowledged as one of the best heavyweight champions out there.
I didn't dig the whole King thing he did.
No.
When you're talking about the NWA days, yeah, he was dominant.
I mean, the fuse he had with Ric Flair, that was awesome.
He was Ric Flair's mentor, a lot of people's mentors. So.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still doing it right now. He's still mentoring people, and he's still outside. But he was running around the South, right?
Yes.
A lot of the South.
What do you think? Underrated or overrated?
I think he was underrated. I mean, because, like, from my understanding, he was the king down in the South. He was running things down there.
Yeah.
WWE, he wasn't really big there, though, right?
No, they ran that King gimmick with him.
And that's what the WWE does to people, man. Like,
as bad as King Booker.
God.
King Booker.
That was... What? What are you doing? You got dread. Stop that. All right, now back. So to answer your question, he was underrated from myself, Rick, and JoJo.
Yeah.
All right, so now back to Extreme Rules. The Asylum match. Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho. The third wheel, what do you think?
I'm going to say Dean Ambrose has to win. I mean, Jericho can't win this match. No. Because if he wins, they're going to drag it on. And I want it to stop.
Yeah, so do I. Well, we wanted it to stop since the last pay-per-view.
Yes.
You know? No, it's enough already. God. All right, JoJo, what do you think?
Well, I'm a big Chris Jericho fan, but since it's called the Ambrose Asylum, so it's like, Ambrose is going to win.
Right.
It's Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, he definitely has to win. It's like what Rick said. It's time, and it's enough with that now. So, all right. So now, the United States title match: Kalisto, the champion, against Rusev.
Rusev crush. Rusev has to win this match, man.
You going with Rusev?
Yeah, he has to win. Kalisto, like I said, if Kalisto loses, he can always go back to the whole tag team thing. If Rusev loses, where is he going to go?
Right.
Unless he goes back to being the Bulgarian brute and destroying everybody. Like he gets mad because he lost.
Right.
So, but yeah, Rusev has to win to me.
So you're going with Rusev?
Yeah, I'm going with Rusev.
All right. JoJo, what do you think?
Well, the way Rusev looked on Monday Night Raw, I mean, he looks like he's going to dominate this match, which I hope he does.
I'm sure he will.
And if he does win, they got to give him that big push like he's the big villain and is indestructible, like that first push he got.
I like that push he got, though.
Yeah, so, who's going to stop Rusev, And I'm going for Rusev.
All right, you know what? I'm going to be the odd one out, and I'm going to go with Kalisto.
Wow.
I really am.
Kalisto? Really, Mr. Tony? After everything he's done to me, you're going to pick him?
Oh, right.
Yeah, I have to go with Kalisto, and only because they're just starting this feud with Rusev. So, in order to them, like when I had said about the rumor about them trying to give Kalisto a woman to tag with, he has to win it, and it has to piss off Rusev enough so that way they can't keep going with this feud.
That's
so
true.
my pick is Kalisto. All right, so now WWE Tag Team Titles: the Vaudevillains versus New Day. What do you guys think? Who are you going for?
Well, I picked New Day in this one.
New Day, really?
Yeah, I don't think it's Vaudevillain time yet. I think they got to get a little bit more matches under their belts before. And I see New Day holding on to the titles for at least probably SummerSlam.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're New Day?
New Day.
All right, Rick.
Well, I'm going to have to agree, because why not have the New Day have the belts for another 270 days? Another 270 days. Hell no. The Vaudevillains have to win this match. I'm done with New Day having these belts. They have proven that they do not need to have the belts to be this popular. Stop it.
Yeah, no.
But they're the W. WWE Tag Team Champions.
I will always pop for that, though.
See what the hell I got to deal with?
But yes, Vaudevillains.
You know what? I'm going with that too. My pick is going to be Vaudevillains. I am just sick and tired of the New Day right now. I've always have, anyways.
Yeah.
You know, whether they were faces or heels, I do like them better as heels because they actually wrestle. When they're baby faces, they tend to get beat up more, and they don't really, their comedy skits are starting to get played out. So my pick is the Vaudevillains. All right, so now for the IC title, The Miz, Cesaro, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Who are we picking?
I'm going with The Miz.
Oh, man.
He needs to keep it. I don't see, because you're going to have Kevin Owens fight against Sami Zayn after this.
What's going to happen after?
You don't want to see, I don't want to see Cesaro with it. I don't.
Really?
What?
Really? Really? You see, you're saying the Miz's catchphrase. So
he hasn't said that in a while.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think the Miz he has it, man. He needs to have that belt. Otherwise, when he doesn't have the belt, he's nowhere. He's always in the back. They keep him. No, he needs the belt. The Miz.
All right, JoJo, who you got?
Well, I'm going to be sitting in the Cesaro section.
Wow.
And when he wins the belt, it's going to be awesome.
That's the Miz's catchphrase.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because that's exactly what Cesaro has to do to become popular.
Got him!
All right, so now I guess I'm going to be different too. I'm going with Kevin Owens. I think Kevin Owens is going to take it, and the feud between him and Sammy is going to keep on going. But this time it's really going to mean something because now the title's going to be up at stake.
And you know what? Because when Sami Zayn loses, why not give him another title shot?
But that's what's going to end up happening.
And you'll see that go on to SummerSlam probably.
Exactly.
That's probably what's going to end up happening. All right, so my pick is Kevin Owens. All right, so now the Texas Tornado match. The Usos versus the Club. The Bloodline versus the Club. Who you guys got?
I'm going to go... I don't care.
Oh, man.
Because I think this match is going to be... I think this match is going to be really good. I think he's going to be vicious. I think it's going to be an awesome match. And honestly, I don't even know. I think it could go either way. I really like torn. I don't know who can win this match.
You got to pick one.
I'm going to pick one.
Who you going to pick?
I'm going to pick Usos.
Got the Usos. All right, JoJo, who you pick?
I got to go with the Club, or they got to make these guys look bad, and give them the push that everybody wants them to see, So
you know what? I'll go with you on that. My pick is the Club. I mean, they're due. They are due, and they need. I think once they get this win, they need to go on to something else.
Yeah, and beat up some people,
and
like some
start
jobbers,
beating up some people,
and then come in,
so that way they can get the championship. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. All right, now for the women's title, the submission match for the women's title: Charlotte versus Natalya with Ric Flair banned from ringside. I'm going to tell you, I'm picking Charlotte right now. I don't see Natty with the belt. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. I really don't. Charlotte is too dominant right now. Yeah. Charlotte is a very good champion. It's going to be Charlotte.
Yeah.
She is doing good right now, and I don't see the belt coming off her. I mean, she's playing the role of the villain really good.
Yeah.
And I don't think she needs her dad to prove that. It's going to be great when she does prove that she doesn't need her dad. And she's just going to look more dominant.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Rick, what do you think?
Yeah, it's got to be Charlotte. I mean, Natalya has been looking worse and worse every week. And, Woo!
All right, the main event. Extreme Rules match for the WWE World Heavyweight title. Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm tough here. I mean, I like AJ Styles. I like the moves. He's so energetic in the ring. Mm-hmm. He's got some awesome moves. But I don't see Roman Reigns losing the belt to him. I think my long-term prediction is, you see Roman hang on to that belt until Seth Rollins gets back.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going, I have to agree with you, but, and then again, you have to realize this too. Roman just won that belt, a couple months ago?
Yep.
WrestleMania.
And they're really going to, WrestleMania, yeah, and they're really going to let him lose to AJ?
No.
I don't know. I want AJ to win.
Yeah.
But my pick is going to be Roman Reigns, and I think there's going to be some kind of interference. Yeah, I really do. I mean, you got John Cena coming back. You got all these guys ready to come back. I think something is going to happen there.
Yeah, I'm hoping.
And the thing of it is, it's going to be one of them three: Orton, Cena, or Rollins. I don't see Cena coming back as a heel, so you probably could omit him. But I think with Rollins coming back and Orton can be a heel. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. And he'll do something to AJ to prevent him from losing. Yeah. And that's how Roman's going to win. And then that's going to start a feud between them two, and then eventually it'll be a three-way or whatever. So, I mean, my pick is Roman.
I gotta have to say Roman. I don't want it to be Roman. I want it to be AJ. But I think it's going to be, I think Finn Balor is coming up, and I think he's going to mess with AJ. And that's what's going to happen. Yeah. Take back his club.
Yeah. Take back the club. Yeah. So no Finn Balor, or yes to Finn Balor?
Yeah, Finn Balor's coming. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the other thing too. Everybody's talking about the fact that they need him. You know, they need Finn Balor to come up already. Yeah. You know, so that might be a factor too. But I'm still going with my prediction of either Orton or Rollins is coming back, and they're going to interfere somehow, and it's going to start a three-way feud.
That's what I'm home too. I want some excitement at the end.
Yeah.
You know,
for the main event.
Yeah, I don't want to just like end. Okay, you pinned him. Okay, let's go end the show. I want like who's gonna come in, who's gonna do this.
Yep.
You know.
What?
Is it time for me yet?
Not yet. Almost.
Okay, I'll be waiting over here.
One
okay.
Second.
Okay. Just don't step on me, please.
I love how he just climbs all over you. No. So all right. So that's the end of our Extreme Rules pay-per-view predictions. So we're going to start wrapping up the show with our very own intern, Miguel Cole. Miguel, come on over.
Miguel, woo!
Now you want me to come?
Yes. That's your cue to come over.
Come on in, Miguel.
So now, Miguel, tell the people where you're going to be at.
Tony, they're blocking me, Tony. He's blocking. You know what, Mr. Rick? This is my time now.
Ooh.
Whoa, you tell him, Miguel.
Hey, you've been working out?
Oh, yes. Ever since the thing with Ryback leaving, yes, it was so sad. But you know what? I'm going to be the new Ryback. I'm going to be working out, and I'm going to be stronger than ever.
Oh, nice. So now you got a new Miguel Street Corner.
It's called Cole Street Corner.
Cole Street Corner,
yes. It's on YouTube. Check it out on Wrestling POV Podcast.
Okay, but you're going to do a new episode today.
Yes, and are you going to be on the show?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh my goodness, you guys are going to be there?
Yeah.
So it's not going to only be Mr. Rick no more, right?
No. Not just for today. It's just for today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Miguel. So I'll be there for all the other episodes. I'm so sorry, Mr. Rick. Okay.
All right. So you want to tell the people where you're going to be at, so that way they can even meet us there. They can be part of the show.
Yes. If you want to be part of the show, go to Yankee Stadium. Oh my goodness, the champions are over there. Yeah, 27 times? 27. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So outside of Yankee Stadium, Gate 4. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Cole Street Corner. We're gonna be there. Make sure you're there for me.
Nice.
We got Denise saying, "Hey, Miguel," and we also got Marissa Weaver saying hi there. So.
Oh my goodness!
You got a fan out there, Denise.
It's already there.
Denise, Marissa, it's wow. Hey, how are you guys? Are you guys coming to Yankee Stadium? Are you guys gonna see me?
Yeah, she says I'm there. I'm near there now.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna be there with
Weaver.
Oh my goodness, we're gonna be there. Gate 4. I want to see you. We're gonna play some games. We're gonna ask questions. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Make sure you're there.
Yes.
Yeah, make sure you're there, Maurice.
We will be there in about how long?
I mean, it's not gonna be that long. I mean, like what? We're going to wrap up here.
Yeah, we're going to wrap up and then head out.
Maybe like 20 minutes.
So 20 minutes, about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, we'll be over there before we close up the show.
She said that's your cousin.
That is my cousin, Marissa. Oh. Love you.
Marissa, I'm sorry. I was saying Maurice.
No, Marissa.
Okay.
All right, so before we close the show, I just want to thank everybody for tuning in for today's show and listening to us live. We will be at Yankee Stadium, gate number 4, with our very own Miguel Cole. We're going to do an all-new Cole Street Corner. I want to thank the 3 ladies, which is our spouses that are here and to help to support our show. My wife, Mimi Goody, Rick's wife, Pamela. Thank you very much. And Joe's fiance, Debbie. Thank you very much for joining us on Wrestling POV. Join us next week. We got a very special episode next week. I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with
the Iceman, JoJo.
And of course, our third wheel,
Rick Serrano, the Bird.
And our intern,
Miguel Cole. Adios.
All right, now it's love, peace, and hair grease. We'll see you next week.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.
See you later.